Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This episode is a craft with me where we keep working on the Jelly Junkadori art journal, which I actually want to make into a grimoire, which is normally known as a book of spells and curses and cantrips and all that kind of stuff, but I am going to use it for art. And something else I was going to say, can't remember what it is. There we are. I'm going to have to do something with my little episode cards because it took me about 15 minutes to find that card. It's the one I use the most, so I think I might have to do a little tab. Need to update you on a couple of things. So this, you don't sharpen this, you pull this string down and it releases this wrapping paper, and then you peel off this paper. I know. I was going to throw it out and then it's like, ooh, look at the curly paper. So I might end up throwing it out, but wouldn't it be great like if you could do that and like just mash it down and sew it? Anyway, so I can't throw that away for the moment. Got this sharpened, love a Toronto marker. Not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you some more jelly printing. Mixed results today. I was trying to do, I will show you the leaf. Be right back. Okay, this is bent the way it is. It normally grows like that. I have bent it so that it will fit into my green bin that's in the kitchen. This is a mulberry, as in all around with the poppin' monkey. And this is what a leaf looks like, which is really, really pretty. Got a lot of filigree to it and very prominent back spines, which pick up paint really well. So you can imagine what I imagined, and that is, the jelly prints on this are going to be awesome. And the first half of it was, i.e. the creating the print, but I kept choosing poorly the paint to lift it off with. It didn't have enough contrast, and not the results that I was looking for, but results nonetheless. So this is a full page sticker, and clearly you don't see any mulberry leaf. That's one there. And so I started doing other things, and this is probably the best piece of printing that happens here, and that is a stencil that I have. Lifted it off with the right set of colors, completely wrong set of colors, and I didn't even bother with that side. So I need a lot of work on my color selection. That's what I'm going to say about that. Some bits that I was working on to create, so these are kind of like roll-off stickers where you have like a page where you just roll off the paint. I have started to do them with stickers because I have a lot of stickers. Two little wee ones. And then another one. This comes, I think, from the original Maple Leaf batch I cleaned. This, no pattern, no perceivable pattern really to any of that. Can sort of see the leaf pattern there. This is another full page, And I love, completely accidentally, the way this turned out. It looks like a window and then looking out beyond it. And so I have sticker pages that are 9 stickers, did all the things, and I'm just lifting off paint. It just looks like a window. Did the same thing here, and this one is better. You can see some of the leaves here, and it looks like we are looking outside into like a treed area. So this is paper, and this is a page of stickers. And I haven't done any splatter improvements of black or gold or red or pink. Is this the first one? Yes. So this, oh, no, you can't see that worth beans. Here we are, use the white page. This is probably the best page that I did today. And that was literally the first page that I did. And so this was the leaves down on the jelly plate and then putting the tissue paper down to pull off the paint. And that worked really well. And then everything went not as to specifications from that point on. Here is another piece of tissue. So I was using the tissue originally to do some stuff, and I did another pull, and this resulted. So turned out okay, I guess. This one is another pull. Not bad. I could work with it. This piece of paper. This is more roll off, and this turned out to be kind of fun. So this was me pulling off the leaves, putting the leaves down, and then rolling the ink off. And was there anything on here? Oh yes, oh I showed you that. And I think that's all. So I was disappointed. I really wanted to have like these leaves work, and they didn't. But these aren't failures. They're just not what I expected. And that's 100% part of the process of making art. You sometimes don't get what you expect you're going to get. So I haven't made much progress on this since we last spoke. I feel like doing a knot on this is a good idea, just to keep everybody together. One, two, there we are, there's one. Flip the other side over, and we'll do the same thing. So a couple days ago, it was so hot I had to wear no sleeve shirt, and we are back to fleece. So that's how warm it is here at the moment. So I want to maybe cut this one. These are kind of weird now. Did you ever do this when you were wrapping presents with this kind of ribbon where you would take it and you just like go, and then it would all get curly? I think that's kind of hilarious. There we are. Gets it out of the way anyways. There we are. There, that's adorbs. Could you, I think I got curls on my mind. Okay, so I need to have a look at, that's the back, this is the front, here we are. So we need to count and sort out the pages. This is an envelope, a large envelope. I'm gonna sneeze, sorry in advance. Maybe not. Yep. Phew, pardon me. Whew. So, oh, I'm gonna do it again, I think. Phew, pardon me, heavens. Okay, so the wee one we wanted is the center. Now we've got to break these up, I think, a bit. There we are. Oh, what's the problem? That one is super plain. Well, let us do that. And then the center goes here. And how well does this fit? Not great. This sticks out a bunch. Well, if it sticks out a bunch, I suppose we can fix it in post. By that, I mean, once I start using the journal, I can fold in the edge if I want. Add that down. And then it's kind of up. And that's full length. Middle. And middle. Here. Oops. Okay. My beads. Got to have my beads. So if I do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I do 8, that's 4 and 4, and then it becomes 2 and 2. And I just don't like that white bit that's kicking out there. So we're just gonna chop that off. Get rid of it. Good enough. Goes there. So what am I doing? I'm thinking. So what do I want? I need 1, 2, that's going to be a bead, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 5. And this will be 1, what am I doing? Whole line, whole line, whole line, whole line, whole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I need 5. Hoi! Now, question is, are we feeling sparky enough that I need to measure? Do I need to measure this? Let's take all these other cards out. Still no glue. So that will stick out. Am I able to cope with that? I should be able to. It doesn't need to be super even, and I can do that. Okay. So I've got, well, what I have is a mess. What color? I kind of like this purple. Purple and purple. Ooh, yellow. Oh, let's do some yellow. Wow. So 1, 2, 3, and then I need 2 of them. Whoops, crash, bang. Sorry if I hit you. So I'm cutting both of them off at the same time. There we are. And I am going to wing it. She says with infinite optimism that it will all just work out. You know, the right thing to do would be to put the holes in. And while I can wing it, safety first, at least top 5. I think I'm going to bung you again. I'm sorry about that. All sorry. How many holes did I say I needed? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so do one in the center. Where are we here? One. 2. 3. 4. 'Spacing on this is shocking. Now, where'd I put my needle? Nope. Did you see what I did with it? Here we are. Okay. And there's not any clips in it. There's not anything. I am just woohoo winging it. That's the top. That's the bottom. Here we are. I don't like that one. That one. Pardon my fat head. Is that where it is? Yep. Two. And I'm going to use a flat one. But I'm going to do it that way. There. Where is it? It's there. Nope, it's way down there. There we are. That's a bit of a mess. There we are. Okay, so now we get to the tricky part. Going back up. And we're going to just put that down on the bottom. carefully. This goes this way. Okay, we're not tight yet. Now, how about now? Well, I don't like the edge of that, but we are going to be good enough, I think. Hair, shoes, and hand grenades. Oops. Here. And I need to reach over here. I have sound off for what should be baseball, and it's not, it's hockey. And I want the baseball. There we are. I can't play it with the sound on because I do not have the express written consent of MLB and its affiliates to broadcast, which is just as well. Not sure anyone cares. Okay, so let's sort of cut this off because it's kind of annoying. There we are. There we are. I have an Ort jar somewhere, which that'll go in. So there's one side. Now we do this side. Word. Here's this one. Oh, that did not get all the threads. So it's rhubarb season here. And I have a neighbor that has brought over rhubarb. And so I have a nice big pot of rhubarb stew at the moment. There we are. Okay. Here we are. Here are the pages. Oh, that one's got the bird. This one's got a bird. Oh, I had two birds in the same. That doesn't matter. Okay, so middle. There's a lot going on in this one. Okay, so middle. We have a bird. There. That. Sure, why not? Will that fit? Yeah, I need to get that little end a bit trimmed. I know it's heartbreaking because it's such a yummy color. It's okay. This is upside down. Here. Oh, I know, that was sad. Look at this paper, it's so pretty. But I wanted it to work. That is not a straight line. Just saying that out loud. Oops. There we are. That's better. Okay, I feel like there is a lot of damage in that, and I feel like we should do some fixing on it. It's too bad I don't have any, well, stickers? Oh, I'm such a silly. What would look good? Should we do one of the ones that we did today? Sure, why not? Inch and a half, that should do. There we are. I am keeping that in the event that I use it as a whole sticker, because wouldn't that be lush? I don't need to take that white off, I don't think, not yet. Okay, so I do, because that's going to be a bit of an interference. How wide is that? It's an inch. Am I going to be reading that for meaning? Probably not. So let's take that off. There we are. It's so fun when you start cutting them down, it changes. Like suddenly you see that, which I didn't see before. And that for sure is going to be the top. And where, oh, here we are. Whoops. Yeah, good enough. Oops. There we are. And I'll peel the rest of this off. What am I pausing for? I'm pausing for, where did my glue go? Well, it's gonna go down. I'm just gonna flip it over. There. That's much better. Here, get rid of that. And we've got these, these doughs. Where'd my centerpiece go? There. And that's going to go in like that. And that's going to go like that. And we need 5 holes with some kind of distribution to them. And once again, just sort of eyeballing it. There's one. come on. Oh, this has got the double layer in it. 2. Three. Come on. 4. Oops. And 5. There we are. Okay. So what is the top? That is the top. So, oops. There we are. Go in here. Okay, I got a little bit of difficulty in aisle 5 already. Already there's trouble. There we are. Gotta hold on to that end. Okay. There's 1. One of the satisfying things about these handmade beads is they are, this is quite a substantial needle. It's quite thick, and you have to spend a lot of time finding a needle, or at least beads, that will be threaded by this. But when you make your own beads, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Here, okay, 1 is done. There we are. Where is it? It's right there. I can see it. Ah. There we are. That's better. So I need the other, so that's not that one. This one. This way. Okay, needs to be longer. Needs to go this way. There we are. Oh, I'm looking forward to having this done. I was looking for material that I wanted to fill this with. So I think, oh dear. There's your problem. And I think that there are at least 3 things that I can think of. One is, how should we call it? Boiling recipes. So boil book recipes. Another is echo dyeing. So boiling books to me is fabric, paper. Then there is dyeing, which is fabric. And then there is jelly plating, which is paint and paper, and the 10,000, where's the thing? The 10,000 different ways that you can, oh, look at that. The bead is, huh. I'm not gonna do anything about it. Lost my train of thought. Where color combination is really important, as is the order of operation. So by that I mean paint first, stencil second, remove outside. I have not at all any kind of handle on that as a consistent. There we are. It's going to be good enough as a consistent methodology. And I think they also qualify as recipes. You know, add this, don't add that, do it in this order, et cetera, et cetera. There we are. More for the orc jar. So there we are. This is what Kirsten always does when she makes hers. She goes like this, and I know why she does it now, because I have one, and it's what I want most to do as well, which is just foldy back and forth. So I should put this on because I'm sorry if I'm jiggling you. There's no reason to not to. Wow. So I have used this tear ruler on a couple of plies, and I don't know if you can see that well. The kind of edging where the edge is really burnt and the inside is not, it turns out really well. It's quite yummy. This has got a really nice feel to it as well. So I sewed, just stitched in the letters. There we are. And I feel like we'll see. We'll see if it works. Let's try that. Oops, goodness sakes. There. I don't know if this will work or not. I'm just giving it a little bit of an extra border. I need to tear the top. Come on, off you go. There we are, that's a little better. See how this works. I think it might not do a thing. Oh, maybe. Anything worth doing is always worth overdoing. Let's see how this one works out. I was at Michael's yesterday, the day before. I've lost track of time. Getting some more paint. Not a lot, just your standard like Americana bottles of paint, because I was missing some. And I always go and check to see if they have any brown ink pads, and they don't. And that irritates me something wicked. It needs, you know, it needs oomph. No. Oh! Ha! So, I am not very good at this, but this is easily reproduced if it doesn't work out. And there was something else that I wanted to have a proper rant over, and I can't for the life of me remember. What? Oh, I know. This is Instagram. So there are hashtags, and they quite often use the word ugly, 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 as meaning oh, I don't know. I think their intentions are good. Like, you can just make ugly art, you know, like, meaning I encourage you as somebody who is a beginner, a learner, you know, been away from it for a while, need just to have a safe place to go ahead and just try and do things. Like, don't worry about it being, you know, a Rembrandt. Just go do it. And so they use the word ugly to, I've probably really overgolded that. I'm almost certain of it. So they use the word ugly to perhaps create that spirit of, ooh, very good choice, hey? Very good choice indeed. We're back to looking for my glue. Well, you know what? I can't glue it with that. I need the good stuff. I will get to the end of the story and my point. My point, and I do have one, is this. They are using the word ugly, and it is not substantiated with the quality of the originator of the hashtag's art. So it's kind of like Leonardo da Vinci says, I'm just going to make some ugly art. No, you're not, sir. You are not. You are going to be remembered centuries after you are dead and gone because you are that good of an artist. And I think it's kind of like it has a backwards effect. It's like, oh, well, if that's what ugly looks like, I'm never going to try anything. And so I don't know that ugly helps. I think ugly, it doesn't help because it's not true, and it doesn't, I think it's dispiriting for the people who, I don't know what I'm doing. I want to try. I want to play. But then see this stuff that's called ugly that is quite well done. Makes me bananas. So I keep waiting for the ugly to show up, and it never does. And the originators of these types of things typically don't get a lot of people following along, or they follow along but participating, because it's like, well, I don't make that kind of ugly art, which is actually quite beautiful. I just like it when people can be included, because art is art. It's in the eye of the beholder. Isn't that satisfying? Oops, I just dropped something and I'm sure I'm shaking it. I know, it's a little bit too much. I just want just a hair of black. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I need just a little bit more. There we are, a little bit more. Oh, I know another update I've got to give you. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know. So recall my earlier statements about not doing any more online auctions. I worked for a while because all of the auctions that I saw were well out of my drive zone area. For anybody new, I have a brain injury and mental health issues. It's okay. Lots of care, a huge circle, lots of all of the right attention. Everything is going well as it could be. There's not a thing to worry about, except me losing vocabulary from time to time and forgetting a lot of things. And so anyways, driving, a little bit of a struggle. And most auction houses are way far away. Well, I accidentally came upon one that's within my drive zone. That, not a good development. Yeah, it's got to be there. I know it's not centered, but it's got to be so that I can see that. There we are. And I did get on the right, oops. Oh dear. So I'm watching the game, and there's one of our pitchers who is really, really struggling. And he last year was a tremendous pitcher. And there's just a lot going on. And I feel so much empathy for him to have to publicly work through all of those performance issues in front of people. That's just so hard. Anyways, he just got pulled from the game. And we're not even out of the first inning yet, which is virtually the start of the game if you're not a baseball fan. And I just feel bad for him. Anyways, there we are. I feel the kinship of having a mental illness and just it being so hard some days. And I get to do that in the privacy of my own little circle, and not in front of 42,000 people, all of whom are rooting like crazy for him. I mean, there's not a person who is wishing him anything but the very best. Well, the opposing team might have something to say, but even they would have empathy for him as well, I'm certain. Okay, so this, okay, wow, a lot of glue happening here, a lot of glue. Well, you know what, he did his best. He did his best. And he's just sitting there, just head up. Good job. Good job. It's okay. There'll be, oh, wow. So we're already getting this kind of scuffy. Oh, I could gill down here. Now I wanted to fix that as well, because I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, might as well just glue the whole thing. So I'm going to have to find the other recipes that I have and start inserting it. And I have, I don't know if you've seen Cindy at Studio Lou. She did a gorgeous 2-volume set, what she calls a studio sampler, where she sampled all of the things from her studio. Papers and inks and paints and fibers and fabric, and she made these beautiful, beautiful journals. Oh, what was my point? My point was she used this paper that is from like one of the scrapbook paper manufacturers, and it's called something Atelier des Arts, I think. And I have that paper. So one of the things that I want to cut out of it is the color wheel, because the color wheel is 100% one of the things that I need. See, this is just it's gonna stick out, and we're just gonna have to fold it in. Just an itty bitty tiny bit. And then maybe we'll make pockets or something out of it. There we are. That's better. Yes, I'm gonna have to find a way to make this visually identifiable, even though this is down at the bottom, which is bananas. I need to make these identifiable at the top, and I think these will help. So, golly, I like that. It's so scrums. It is so scrums. So what is the other thing that we can do here? We can, so one of the things that Cindy did with hers was, yeah, she used this as the covers as journaling spots, and I have this paper, which is really nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Please have 5, 6. No, I have 4. I've got 1 for each then. So there's that. And that goes there. I was going to use these as panels, but I don't think I need to do that. And let's tear the tops and bottoms now that I've got them in the silly things. There we are. Get rid of that. And are we the right height? We are, but we're just going to take a hair off. Keeping the page numbers would be fun. Back to the auction story. So I found an auction house very close to me, or close enough that's within my drive zone. And, oh, that didn't even tear. That's just hilarious. That looks like a mess. Try that. So I got some things. Nothing terribly exciting. But I am just fascinated with the process of bidding for things, how things have value, and various strategies of bidding. And I am also, for the record, Cindy, if you are listening, I look at things and think, is that something that Cindy has bid on? Because I will not bid on something that I think that you have bid on. Yeah, I need a little bit more off the edges. There we are. There's one. That's good enough. Oops. That's a lot of work for like 3 pieces of paper. Oh. Okay, that's 3 pieces of paper. Hoiga schmoiga. What else do we want to do? So I think we need to, oh yes, this is what I wanted to do. So I have, and I deliberately took this out because it had little boxes in it, and I love this as paper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then yes, so I can do, how many pages do I have here? 1, 2, and I'll have 3. Okay, that'll work. Oops, come on, you can do it. There we are, there's 1, 2. Oh, This might be fun as end page is. How many pieces of paper? There we are. So this, I want it to go this way. Oh no! So this was me folding one of those things in half, which I didn't want to do. So I'm going to go back and we're going to fold it so that I have all of the squares that are available to be used as little patches. And then I'm going to do it the other way on this one. Where's the edge here? Here we are. There we are. And these will fit. Not quite, but I'm just going to have to just pop off the edgy edge here. There's that one. Oh. There, there's two. There's 1, 2. And then 3, 4. There. So 1. 1. 2. And I don't need a lot of paper, I don't think, for these ones. Simply because if I do, it will get this thing hugely bulky. But I would like more than 2 pages. Why does that one not fit? Close enough. There we are. Is there anything else that's fun? This would be fun, but I don't have the center pages. I suppose I could do that. Yeah, I know what the center pages. Hang on a second, I'll be right back. So some more paper. And what I want to do is take it out of the center. It's got 2 little, I was going to say paper clips. They are not paper clips. Might shake again, I'm sorry. Don't mean to do it. There we are. Just want to pop these staples out. There we are. There's 1, and there's 2. We have this 3. 1, 2, 3. I love the cover of that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's really pretty. And I need to throw those staples out. Just gonna wheel over here. Ooh, I just thought of something. You know what's going to be really awesome with this? Punching out circles and squares, and I have a whale tail punch. Oh, that's going to be awesome. I'll have to try that. So, put this back over there. Oh, Our picture is pulled out and he's very sad. He just took his gear and went away, and that's just sad. Very sorry. And then top and bottom. Make that fit. And then a wee bit off the edge. One, two, three. Measure it, because that would be amazing. There we are. Can do it a little bit closer. 1, 2, whoops, 3, also bin, and this is going to be tricky. Oh, ugh. Not clean, but there we are. Oops, nope, that's not going to tear straight at all. So tomorrow is Tuesday, and I am looking forward to doing something in Tuesday 10. I don't know what my 10 things will be, or that I will try to do. What I might do after I finish here is turn the sound on for my baseball game, but also find the paper, the Atelier des Arts, and flip through it and see what pieces I can fussy cut that will make this work. Come on, here we are. And I think maybe one more, that's 16 pages per. Yeah, and I saw this, and it's graph paper. And I wonder, so here's my thought. Here's my idea. What do we call it? Frankenpaper? Frankenpaper. So let's see. So this is going to be too narrow because it's not going to hit my, but what if we do that? Let's try. Let us try. My goodness. I really want to have these lined up. There we are. Took a while. Now what do we have? What do we have for fun? Do I have, it's too bad I don't have like stickers. I'm so silly sometimes. But I don't want them. I want something that's just some washi. Just some washi to use up. This is my glue grew legs and wandered off. So this is washi tape from, I'm going to say the Whatnot store. That's not helpful. Your Creative Studio. I periodically get a box as just a treat if I like the theme. Cindy at Studio Lou has got a video up at the moment that has a review of current kit and also some really fun makes. And the folio idea is absolutely something that I'm following with here. So there, Frankenpaper. And then let's do a sticker on the other side just because we can. I could really get used to this gilding wax. So there's one. And yes, I do have larger pieces of grid paper that I could use. But that would seem to spoil the sport entirely and spoil the aesthetic. Do I have something else that's equally thin? Because now I just keep going. Oh, my stars. Oh, that moved. We will not die. Oof. Here. Oh, I love stickers. This is the best thing. I'm just going to cover that up with a sticker because you can. There's two. There's one and two. Nope. Yep. Nope. Here we are. And I'm just going to use some more. Oh dear. It was all lined up and then I had to touch it. There we are. That's good. Okay. Zero. There we are. Woo! That was not straight. It literally does not matter. I could use that. Sure. Different color. So we will do the foldy folds. There's one. There's two. Well, that's kind of fun. And there's three. There we are. And each one of them can go in here. So So this is 1, 2, oops. That one goes that way. 1, I'm gonna make that one go that way. 2, and then I probably could have been super matchy-matchy and gone after the other ones, but you know what? Sometimes it's too much effort. So one of the things that we will have to do tomorrow on Tuesday 10 is sew in these wee little signatures. So I think that's it for now. Thank you, as always, for keeping me company. You have no idea how much I appreciate being able to talk to you and be able to craft with you and just faffing around and saying this about that, etc., etc. It's very, very important to me. So that's all for now. Please drop a comment if you have anything to say, and like and subscribe. We will see you tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye now.